Hello and good evening, everybody. Happy Monday to you. For some people, it might not be a happy Monday. Such a thing exists. But I am Gary Gonzo. Welcome to P1's coverage of Round 6. We're down to the second half of this season, of the inaugural season of the Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 series. We come to you tonight for 55 minutes from Laguna Seca. And that's where we are tonight. Joining me, as always, in the booth is Luis Gonzalez-Nunez. Luis, about a minute 41 left here in qualifying, and watching kind of a small field here tonight turn laps and make do with what they could bring to the racetrack. And we've got a small field, but nevertheless, we still have quite the points battle going on. And watching one of our points leaders right here, David Rodriguez, currently provisionally on the pole. Welcome to Laguna Seca.
Laguna Seca. I thought it was mute. Yeah. Laguna Seca. Who remember about the pass of the Sanardi? It's not oval, but it was a kind of oval because then it is broken in the core screw in there with the different stuff.
Yeah.
But Laguna Seca pretty good to show these cars in here. I don't remember in my time Lionheart came to Laguna Seca. Maybe they did, I don't remember. But yeah, we still have a contender with, like you said, David Rodriguez in top. Second, Serra. Actually, Serra is in first now. There's something happened in my standing. There we go. Now it's better. And Michael Goodman over there. So basically, the top 5 ex-Lionheart in the standings.
I'll bring the points up on another screen here for me. Yeah, Callisto is your leader. Mark Cohn is second. Rodriguez is third. Alex Guyon is fourth. Christopher is fifth. The interesting part, even though the lineup is kind of small tonight, I think we should only have about 10 or 11 cars. Everybody in the top 5 is here. So we're going to see the points carry on. As we had a minute 15 left to play, it's Serra, Rodriguez, Goodman, Guyon, Cohn, your top 5. And Valenzuela, Callisto, Kirby, Morera, and Stouffer, the top 10. Remember, this is a 55-minute timed race with a standing start. So we will see the when we run out of here the time and the qualification period. We'll very quickly go to the grid, show you the grid, and then we'll get right to the start of this race.
Yeah, it's gonna be a standing restart. Kind of this car, if you have a clutch, you have a lot of advantage to have a restart. We already did in Watkins Lane. So a lot to talk today, including the game now. Very tight. A lot of people nervous, including me, about the game. Look like so identical about the happened on the first game.
All right, let's get into tonight's starting lineup before we go green. And then we got Serra and Rodriguez on row 1, Goodman and Guyon on row 2, Cohn and Valenzuela on row 3, Callisto and Kirby on row 4, Stouffer and Morera on row 5. That's pretty much going to be your field. We got Irby, Rigney, and Anzaldo for rows 6 and 7. All right, and that is it. That is the starting lineup. Waiting for Sarah. Then we're going to see what type of pit strategy these drivers are going to employ. Remember, last time on a road course, David Rodriguez won by just doing a one-stopper. All right, so we have everybody. Now everybody's on the grid.
We have Kirby forgot to put the gear. There we go.
Sarah, Rodriguez, Goodman make it through turn 1 and 2. Side by side, a little bit further back, Callisto and Valenzuela. Marcone and Guyan side by side, 2 by 2, going through the infield portion of the race course. And we go back up front. Again, we have a small field, and so there's not a lot of action. And
This is the problem when you have a small field, even with a big field. It doesn't matter if it's small or big. The point is that they already know about the timing, and it's hard to make the prediction how much you have to save and how much you have to go into. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a surprise. That's the problem about this. And now the problem is yeah, we already saw in Watkins with Rodriguez winning the race by saving fuel till the end. Same in the last race too. That's the save fuel.
Yeah, his last couple of races have been kind of interesting with the fuel save race. And, of course, the last road course race was a fuel save. Chris Fowler really kind of dominated that race. And really, if it was the 1 hour of Watkins Glen, he probably would have won that race. But it was 55 minutes. 52-18 left to play here. Sarah goes purple that time by. Closest battle on the racetrack, actually. Kind of watching it right there. Up at the front and right here, Callisto Valenzuela and Marcone. Sarah setting the purple lap. Remember, in these cars, purple laps will come much later and more frequently into the race as we go. Right now, Sarah setting them very early. Don't forget, December, the PRI Hoosier 500. Practice and qualifications leading up to it will be right here on P1, Elite Racing Network, and also on the PRI channel. The big race itself. So you saw the time and date of that, December 14th, 11 a.m. Eastern Time.
I read about the. It's gonna be open inscriptions. Here we go. Entry period started from November 1st to October 1st to November 3rd. After that, no more people.
Yeah,
So,
they'll lock down in early November. They will lock down registration. So if you're interested in getting yourself or your team, whatever, involved. Rodriguez setting it deep into turn 1 and 2 into the Andretti hairpin. That's actually turn 2. Turn 3, they just went through turn 3. They count that little kink on the front stretch as turn 1. But if you're thinking about getting your team or yourself entered into that event, over 80 entrants right now, I believe. Get in there, go to the website, and register.
Yeah, license C have to be over the 4.0 safety rating. They're gonna change it. They call it for somebody in bullpen. It's not gonna. No, when they change it too soon, it's not good, man. Not good. Oof. Not good. Anyways.
Back to the race at hand, though. It is Sarah Rodriguez. That is your absolute closest battle on the racetrack. You have not left it.
They have the same they time make it. So just Rodriguez making 50.2 last time. Versus Sarah 15.1, so it's 1 minute 15.1, so basically. And then on the back is Goodman with 0.6, so almost the same, but Goodman is kind of back over, I think it's 2 seconds behind. Yeah, 2 seconds behind.
Yeah, we'll put up some gaps here. .47.11 left to play here at Laguna Seca. Still expecting at least one pit stop.
They count me 38 laps to go. Oh, you have put timing. That's good.
Yeah, I have. That's why we're running the NBC style overlay. We've seen the last couple of races, the old school overlay, the old kind of the ESPN Speed World style. But that doesn't have a countdown for timed races, so I'd rather use the timer here. But again, this is the battle for the lead, and actually, one of our points leaders. Oh, look at Rodriguez. He sends it deep into turn 2 very hard every single time. He makes up a lot of room, but at the exit, because Sarah is entering the corner much more controlled, he's able to pull away a little bit now, 0.7 of a second lead in the infield portion of the racetrack. And you talked earlier about the old configuration of this race course, so I'm going to use the telestrator here. This is the track map down here in the corner, okay? And so the old track, obviously, right from turn 11, turn 1, turn 2, but turn 2 was right here and would connect, and there wasn't this. I'll try to make a straighter line here. It was more like this. There you go. So it was kind of that type of configuration. So this infield portion, you know, that wasn't there, that wasn't there, that wasn't there. So it was really like a big oval, except with the corkscrew right there, and then the little portion right here and the slow corner at the end. But so that's kind of what Laguna Seca looked like back in its original configuration. And Bobby Rahal, back when kart came here in the early days or the early 80s, really dominated this place. And in fact, that's why they have the Rahal straightaway, and this is the Andretti hairpin that we just went through. And they really, before something happens and he dies for just old age in general, Alex Zanardi, they need to name the corkscrew the Alex Zanardi corkscrew for very obvious reasons.
Yeah, I think, yes. They had too many recognized and stuff, and Zanardi after his accident, maybe they waited for his die to make the changes. Like for example, in Sandborn, they don't mention, but the last corner on the Sandborn in Holland, they name Ariel Leiden the curve, but they don't mention that. It's a you're turning left, but you know right. Sorry, you turn to the right to the main straight. Look like a pedal, like a little bit. Sorry, a little bit. My God, my English. You know what I'm talking about, oh no?
Well, at Zandvoort, it's Zandvoort, right?
Yeah.
And they renamed one of the corners the Ari Leyendyk corner.
The last one.
And it's the banked corner, but it's not really. It's not an oval corner per se. And I don't even think Ari really raced there super competitive. He might have raced there like in a lower formula when he was younger, but IndyCar never went to Zandvoort.
No, but they put that stuff because we was the first one to put the Holland around in the orbit in this racing work with the Indy 500 and all that stuff. Even Josh Verstappen when he raced with Schumacher in '94 did something good. Even when from 2001 when he retired and he decided to go on. Now Max Verstappen do something, but they decided to put that name on him, so still alive actually. But it should be, like I said, they should be put the names. But the people make a good appears like he did Zanardi in his time.
And Rodriguez sets a purple lap that time by 1:15. 1:15 flat, actually. So the fastest lap by far of the race by 1/10 of a second.
Also about you one day you talking about Prema.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Prema's
Syrah that time ups the pace, and he answers with a purple lap of his own.
Yeah, it's very fast. 1/10 fast in that time. over the David Rodriguez. So you said that both Prema is gonna be out, but yeah, Michael Andretti want to buy a new team. So we're talking about that, but what kind of name? You said that. What kind of name we can add it on the team? But if we put it like a Prema and put it like a same name Prema team, should be okay, I guess. What's a rumor?
Yeah, I just heard that today too. So Andretti now looking to get back in after, I guess, selling his active state in Andretti Autosport, which is now Andretti Global, right? So does he go back in, and is he buying just the Prema IndyCar team, or is he buying Prema entirely?
If he buys it in Prema entirely, it have to be like also in Formula 3,
Yeah.
Formula 2, and it's like maybe they're gonna buy just the IndyCar team because it's a big investment. They have a big names in the Prema, and there's a lot of people, big names came from there to Formula 1. Well, some of them, but cannot buy because I think so. You have a something with a Cadillac, no?
Yeah.
Or it's not nothing Andretti with Cadillac. It should be.
Well, Andretti Global, I think, is, I don't know, maybe involved there. I'm not sure. And Cadillac's world headquarters for their Formula One team is actually being built not very far from my house. Maybe 10, 15 minutes from my house.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, it's a building in Fishers, Indiana.
But it's funny because all that teams have a place close to Silverstone.
Yeah, a lot of
All of
teams.
them.
A lot of teams are over in Europe, and it kind of goes back to for a while. Didn't Haas have a? They were in America for a while, or were they always in America? I can't remember. I know Haas originally was supposed to be like a U.S. based team or whatever. They were in North Carolina. But
Well,
yeah,
the base is in
Andretti.
USA.
But Cadillac's going to be here in Fishers, and actually Ed Carpenter Racing for the IndyCar side of things is going to be actually in the same city that I live in, just north of Indianapolis. So yeah, a lot of the teams kind of moving. You're right. The Formula One teams are typically European based. A lot of IndyCar teams typically are Indianapolis based, and for a team to kind of move away from Indianapolis is a little bit different. Very few I could think of for sure. Penske, they have their headquarters in North Carolina, as the leaders have now caught lap traffic at the moment. And that is Christopher. And AJ Foyt, of course, is in Texas.
It could be a good. Wow, nice. It could be good to have a new engine in IndyCar. Put now Cadillac, because it's always Chevrolet and Honda. Well, before it's many others, but now it's just that. Oh my God. Here we go. Man, that game is so tight, man. It is nobody make a mistake. Man, remember for the game first, man. They was like a super tight, but now it's more tight than the first game. But somebody had to make a mistake. Like nobody make a mistake here. Even the leaders is staying the same. Just a little bit. Serra escape a little bit. now 1 second ahead Rodriguez. Sorry, yeah, Rodriguez actually. Rodriguez is behind 1 second now. 2 laps ago it was 3 laps ago was 3 tenths to 5 tenths. Now it's a second, maybe exactly it's a second. Oh, 9 tenths behind. So when they cross the port line, so no big deals.
Yeah, it's still the battles for the lead. The closest battle on the racetrack, really. Right? Well, I take that back. There, the Callisto and Valenzuela. That is a pretty close battle as well, and that is your points leader. As he's now caught. Now 6 tenths coming into the final. So when they do come to pit road, and we are expecting pit stops here momentarily. I would imagine here the next 7 minutes or so, we should start seeing pit stops.
Yeah,
they have to navigate a very difficult pit road entry.
Yeah, you have to brake. You go so fast. You don't realize you have to brake very hard, and you have to turn your wheel to the left. And sometimes if you're missing the turn, you can hit it's not a wall, but it's like a rail over there. You can lose time. And then the problem, the other one is the exit, because you're going so fast, and then you have to brake it again to don't even put the wheel in the sand outside of the exit of the pit road. Very tough.
And this now is officially the closest battle on the racetrack now. As we watch this is a battle for 6th spot. And again, and Lionel is trying to work his way back into this one.
Uh-huh.
And a reminder, here are the points once more. We'll hide the track map and bring it out here. It is Callisto, your leader, by 6 over Cone. Right now, Cone ahead of Callisto on the racetrack, so it might actually tighten up the points battle going into the next race. The next race for us will be at Motegi. Now, I don't know if you remember a previous line. Oh, and here is the corkscrew. Ooh, here comes Lionel. Sorry, get the points. Let's get the points here off there as we watch this battle. Sarago's purple. But I want you to go back here and watch this battle at the top of the hill as it got really close. Yeah, there we go. But the last time the Retro Series in Lionheart went to Motegi, it was a pack race. And there were some huge wrecks. I forget there was only a handful of cars that finished that race. But there was at one point a 5 wide pass for position. Ooh. And that resulted in a big wreck.
I know. The leader, I remember, was the leader. The leader can defend the line just close to the left, and just braking in line, so you can go line, even move it to your right to make the turn. No, you just put the car in there. The other cars don't make it the turn because you go to the wall. So that's why it was a really enjoyable. Well, not really, but outside it was a pretty good to watch at the 5 wide. Even if you want to put 6 wide, but there's not really like a crazy stuff. But yeah, somebody hit. I was in the middle. On the
battle for
second,
position.
That.
Yeah, it was a little bit further back. I'm trying to find, as we watch this battle now between Cristobal and Lionel. Otegi, here it is. It was, I think it was the 2020, it had to be, I think it was a 2021 race, because I think that was the one Matt Taylor won. And yeah, there was at the end a handful of cars running, but there was a massive incident like lap 14, 15 that took out a bunch of cars, about 5 wide going in. So I don't know if we're going to see a repeat of that next week. I don't know with the smaller field, but it should be interesting.
I have to. Out. Okay. Let me find it. You said 2021?
I think it's 2021 or 2022.
Was the maybe 2022 because it was the only one they broadcast in that time, and Nashville.
Go back up to the front. David Serra is your leader by 1.4 seconds now over Rodriguez. 28 minutes, 38 seconds left to play as we are now about to reach the halfway point.
Here. I tried to find it there. My God.
What year was it? Did you find it? Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it. Lap 19, turn 1 and 2. Campbell, Sean Campbell went to. My God, that Campbell. I never see the guy came just one season and dominate all the races. The oval is not good in oval, but in road, the guy went far, and then we realized the guy's racing by these eSport teams and stuff.
Was that 2022?
2022.
Yeah, Campbell won 4 races in a row that season. And the standings. And this, Erasmus won. Serra actually finished second, Taylor third, O'Brien fourth, and Rodriguez, who are kind of watching 2 of those drivers right now, finished in the top 5.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough race, to be honest.
Okay, here come at the pit road, right at the midway point. So both these drivers looking to do a one-stopper. And Goodman at the end of pit road goes off. So now we expect to see if Guyan's going to stay out. Cohn's going to stay out.
One more lap. Mark Corn stay out also too. You make it one more lap. They don't change the tire. Let's see. Nope, nobody changed the tires. Everyone stay.
We're just coming for fuel.
Oh, Michael Goodman changed the tires.
Watching Cristobal Valenzuela. And also on pit road, Lionel Callisto is down and away. Cristobal, I think, he must have changed tires. He was in there for 22 seconds. Callisto has not stopped, so he is going to try to pick up a position this way.
Oh, is that Morera also too in this race? Oh. Yeah, no. It's the lap, basically the leaders are behind all the.
Oh, and here comes Callisto.
Here it is.
And Dan is coming to pit road as well. Watch the points leader hit the box, and he is only I don't see him going up on jacks at all, so I think he is fuel only. And there he goes. He is away, but Cristobal is going to get the drop on him and pass him on the racetrack. But back up front, the battle for the lead is back to being a little bit tighter with 23-23 left to play.
Yeah, I think so. Everyone is good to go for the end. But now they go for everything. They must do. I think so. Rodriguez have to make the pass and go at the front. Man, Seattle pretty solid, man. They are really, really strong. Shit.
Uh, 21 now minutes left to play. Go ahead. Oh, Rigney with meatball flag, and he is out of the cockpit, so he might have retired. Justin Kirby out. Brian Irby having issues even before the green flag with connection issues. He is out. So now we are down to really just 10 cars running. But we still have a pretty close battle for the lead with about 20 minutes left to play.
Yeah, I thinking about it. Rickney left the car because he just pulled the car in the pit, lap 11, and he left the car like that, so the car blew up. So
Okay. And this racetrack, this racetrack is not for everybody. In fact, I will argue this is one of. Let me think here. This is easily one of my least favorite IndyCar road courses. Really, it is. It's tight. It's narrow. It's not a lot of fun, in my opinion. Now, this portion of the racetrack is really not too bad. So let's ride with Syrah, and let's go to the roll bar. This part right here, going uphill, not too bad. This next turn is not an easy turn at all. You need to hit this inside. If you don't, you go right off into that kitty litter in the dirt, and you slide off into that wall. And now the hardest part of the racetrack right here. Downhill, hitting that little bump, and here's a corkscrew. And I can't speak for the Lotus 79 cars, but the IR18s are very unstable there. It's just because of the rapid elevation loss, the elevation change right there. They do not like to behave very well.
Yeah, the guy's going in hill down, and then the car when the front is going straight, the back of your car is still in the hill, and you put the gas, and then the car could be literally loose. Mostly it's like a 50-50 basically. But it's tough. Actually, easy over here in this turn. Then to the right again. But like you said, this one before the corkscrew, it is if you don't catch this corner,
right,
you can eat it. Basically, the sausage in the car is gonna lose. And every single car, it doesn't matter if it's this or here in the Dallara or in the
GT car.
Car.
Yeah. Oh, and Zaldo having problems with the corkscrew right in front of her leader.
Ugh.
Gets out of the way, ducks to the outside, allows the leader on by. Rodriguez goes by. Oh, Rodriguez is so much better under braking. But he gets into the corners so deep that he has a slower exit. Watch here. Look at him get so close here in turn 2 into the Andretti hairpin. And in front of them is another, I think it's Christopher. And they'll be catching him momentarily.
And out. Okay.
Lewis is splitting time between hardball and right now racing here.
I know.
He's in Toronto, everybody. So he is he's now an adopted Blue Jays fan.
Depends the season, man. So the hockey season started. I already watched it when they lose it with Seattle. Oh my God. In overtime. It was like oops, they're losing. Tomorrow is play with Seattle again, the Blue Jays. Well, at least they win it yesterday. But now it's like oof.
and Stouffer moves to the outside on the front straight, allowing the leaders on by. And so another car a lap down, top 8 now on the lead lap.
Only 9 cars on the track. Saldo decided to retire the car.
And still watching here, battle on the racetrack. Thanks for 11 people watching tonight. Certainly appreciate that. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the bell. Next race for us is next week at Twin Ring Motegi on the Oval. We should probably go back and find that race. I think I'm pretty sure it was on Race Spot. Oh, Rodriguez getting squirrely there on that retro race that we with the 5 wide in the back. And I remember the Discord server after the race, people talking about it. And it's like, I didn't hear that by my spotter that I was 5 wide. And I'm thinking to myself, well, there's probably not an audio file inside of iRacing that says 5 wide and you're 3 in the middle.
No, for sure. Even in crew chief, or maybe even in Santi.
I don't even think a crew chief.
No, they don't have it at all. At all. Oh, Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez losing a little bit of ground there to Sarah. Sarah, let's take a look here. We started the season. Dean Darth Maul won at Homestead. Rodriguez won back-to-back at the Glen and New Hampshire. Rigney won at Michigan. Callisto won at Gateway. So we could be looking at another first-time winner this season in David Sarah. If we go back and we look at old Lionheart Retro Series stats, Sarah actually had 57 career starts in the Retro Series. 30 top fives. 30 top fives. That's 53% of his races. The guy finished in the top 5. 46 top 10s. That's 81%, but not a single win. So maybe we see him, after a long, long dry spell on these cars, get a win. But there's still a lot of time left to play here. Still a fifth of the race, about fifth of the race left remaining. 10 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. But Sarah looking for the win, as well as pulling away from Rodriguez.
Hmm. Yeah, it's 10 to go. There's counting 9 to go now. Maybe it's less than that, but yeah. One of the guys have a good performance in road in the Lionheart, especially in oval. But you're right. There's never have a winner there.
Today's coverage is sponsored by 4D Racewear. That's their logo up in the corner of your screen there. Check out their line of made for sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in today's description. If you are just joining us, this is P1's coverage of the Onyx Racing League Lotus 79 Series coming to you from LAGUNA SECA Raceway, where we have completed, well, we got 9 minutes remaining of a scheduled 55-minute race. If you enjoyed P1's coverage of tonight's race, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channels, and ring the bell for future iRacing content, including coverage of our Tuesday night open wheel doubleheader featuring, Tuesday night open wheel oval doubleheader featuring the IndyCar Oval Series top split at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the all-new iRacing Indy Next Oval Series at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like open wheel oval racing, then make sure P1 is your home on Tuesday nights.
Oh, at least one base.
And this week, the Oval Series, if I can bring up the calendar here. The Oval Series is at Indianapolis, so we are continuing more IndyCar action at Indianapolis this week after a 500-mile race on Thursday over in Elite Racing Network and the Elite Racing League and their Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series, a 15th running of the Rebel's Photography Indianapolis 500. A very exciting finish, albeit under caution, but an exciting finish nevertheless. And then followed, Jacob Collins will bring you the Indy Next Oval Series top split immediately following our race at Indianapolis, and they will be on the a good track. I'm looking forward to this race. Actually, a good track for those cars at Nashville Super Speedway.
My God, it is crazy. The first race in Indianapolis in the fixed series, 41:05 start the field. Check who's won the race. Adriano Pastraporti won the race.
The mailman delivers in Indianapolis.
By 2,000 of a second. Over Adriano Pinheiro and Thiago Benedetti.
Oh, an all-Brazilians podium.
Yes. Who's retired? I see. Oh, Tony Estrada retired over there. We have one out. Second. Yep. Pretty good. Pretty good. 242 points for the championship. So, but tomorrow is the big one, for sure.
Yeah, we should see a big. We should see a pretty big 5K strength of field for the Oval Series. That's the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series at Indianapolis tomorrow, 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Stay with us. Immediately following this race will be Jacob Collins once again. The Indy Next Road Series will be right after this. In fact, they just started. And we'll probably have a little bit of overlap, and we'll send you directly to that. Just stay right with us. If you have autoplay turned on, when we end this stream, it will automatically redirect you. If not, it'll be the first preview stream in your browser window, and you just click on that, and it'll send you right away. But the Indy Next Road Series, it's a Red Bull Monday for the Open Series and the IndyCar Open Series and the Indy Next Road Series, as they're both at the Red Bull Ring tonight. David Rodriguez putting together some closing laps here with about 5 minutes to go. So about a minute. We're doing lap times in about a minute 15, a minute 14. So we probably are looking at about 3 to 4 laps to go here in the race.
Yeah, it's got me 6 left to go now. Hey, the championship and the fixed series is in between Clendy, Alexander, Pinheiro, and Campbell. 1259 Clendy, 1228 Seb Alexander, and 1172 Pinheiro. Well, counted the day today for Pinheiro, that's why it's in third, so it's pretty close though.
And there's still a lot to play for in the officials right now. This is only week 6, round 6 for a lot of these drivers and teams. So halfway through the season.
Oh, Rodriguez. Oh.
So going through the order, we do have Rodriguez back here in second. Michael Goodman, he has recovered well from his incident on pit road and has just been hanging out in third spot. Everybody looks like they've pretty much gone to the one-stop strategy. Guyan is in fourth. That is the teammate to Sarah. Mark Cohn in fifth. Cristobal Valenzuela, we watched that battle between him and Callisto for 6th and 7th. Dan Morera very quietly running an 8th. He is the last car on the lead lap, and he has about a 10-second gap back to Sarah, because there is Sarah right there, coming on the front straight as Morera ticks another lap off at the start-finish line. Sarah, purple lap. So he answers Rodriguez. We're right at the 2-minute warning now. So, depending on when Sarah gets to the start-finish line, do we see another lap added? I think we do. I think we're down to 2 laps.
Might be.
Yeah. And here is the start-finish line, so I don't see a white flag. So next time will be the last lap. Looking for, I don't really want to say this is his first career win, but none in Lionheart, certainly none in Onyx. But a lot of starts and a lot of experience in these cars. Looking for to end the dry spell. We'll ask him what his next win, if he remembers his last win in these cars. As he has right in front of him, I think that is Morera. Not too far down the road. Yeah, there he is. Rock. You yawning?
Yeah, kind of. It's making the fastest lap, but in the sector bad, Rodriguez make it 2 sectors section. Sorry. In purple, so it's coming with the fastest lap. Rodriguez now. Here we go.
And Rodriguez, yeah, goes purple lap, but it might be too little too late. Last time through the Andretti hairpin into the infield portion of the road course. Underneath the bridge, the Firestone Bridge. And then through this section here, coming up to turn 5. And then uphill into turn 6, the last difficult corner on this road course other than the corkscrew. Turn 6 right here. Up the hill, here's turn 6. He hits it. Last time through, now up the hill again into the corkscrew for the final time. David Serra looking for his first win in the series, and I'm going to say a first win in a very long time in these cars. Through the final set of corners, coming down through turn 10 into turn 11. And on to the main straight for his first win in the Onyx Series for sure. It is David Rodriguez getting the win. Here comes, David Serra getting the win. Rodriguez coming home second. Michael Goodman making the turn around the final corner. He will come home in third. And here you go. It's a small field tonight. Serra gets the win by 4 seconds over Rodriguez. Goodman comes home third for the bottom step. And then we got Guy on the cone. Valenzuela, your top 6. Callisto Barrera, Stouffer, and Anzaldo, your top 10. And then Rigney, Kirby, and Irby rounding out the remainder of the 13-car field. I believe only 12 took the green flag.
Yeah, 55 minutes and 54 seconds. You know how many incidents have a Callisto?
Wow. 38. Well, I wasn't even looking at the incident limit. He had 38. Yeah, Serra only had 1 incident. Guyon had 0 incidents for the entire race. That's a lot to say about a racetrack that's very, very difficult here.
I know.
Yeah.
So difficult too.
Yeah, very difficult. And so we will get the replay slow-mo here and get the sound taken out. And we will go to the interview room just a second. And I do want to get just as a general rule of kind of comparison. This is Serra had 57 starts in the Retro Series. Rodriguez had 42. Goodman had 24. And that is your podium here in Onyx. let's go to the interview room, take a look and see who's there. And there is Michael Goodman. We'll bring him back up. And here is Michael Goodman. We've been a while since we've spoken with you, last on the IndyCar side of things over in the ISRA, but first time here in the Lotus 79s in Onyx. Kind of a race to survive out there. Not a very easy racetrack and not a very easy car to drive here at this racetrack, but you brought it home on the bottom step. Talk about your race. It's not a very exciting one out there. It's just, it seemed like there was not a lot of strategy. It's just one stop and go home.
No, it was a very technical track. I mean, if you overdrove it, it was one of those tracks where you could one exit to death, and you had to find the that middle, obviously, between trying to maximize your pace without going over, over that edge and stuff like that. So, fortunately, that's what I was able to do. I did practice for the race, so not gonna tell you I went in there blind and stuff like that, but it turned out to be good.
Any shout outs, any friends, family, sponsors, anyone who want to say hi to before we let you go for getting this podium finish here at you mentioned a very technical, very difficult racetrack.
Yeah, no, I just want to thank Mike Rigney for doing this for everybody and stuff like that. I want to thank you guys for doing the broadcasts and stuff like that. And obviously, I want to thank David Rodriguez. Well, I want to thank him. I want to congrats David Rodriguez and David Sirios on great finishes as well.
Well, Michael, it's been a while since we've said hi to you here on the broadcast. Good to have you back. First podium this season in the Lotus 79 series. We'll catch you at a place we know you have a lot of experience at next at Twin Rim Motegi next week. But until then, best of luck.
All right, thanks, guys. You have a nice night.
And that is Michael Goodman. Let's go in David Rodriguez. And the points have already been updated. And Rodriguez is now your points leader by 8 points. So this is a good transition. And here is David Rodriguez finishing second today. You challenged for a while there on Syrah, but you didn't quite. You were able to cut down the distance in a couple of corners, certainly the last corner on the racetrack in the turn 2 going into the Andretti hairpin, but exits off seemed to cost you a little bit as you dove in there. But you still came home second and are now back to being the points leader over Callisto by 8 points. Talk about your race.
Yeah, we did good, and I did good in qualifying, and David and I feel like we were both evenly matched throughout the race, which pretty much meant once I got into his dirty air, there was no way I could pass him. And I was just trying to put the pressure on him, trying to force him into a mistake. And then once we got to the pit stops, I short fueled a little bit because I could make it to the end on 8.5 gallons. And I just about beat him out of the pits, but still ended up behind him. And then just after that, this rate, like this track, it was like very mentally exhausting for me. And I started to lose my focus the last 10 laps, started making mistakes. And then once he got that gap, there was no way I could bring it back down. Yeah, overall good result. And yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah, next race on the schedule is Motegi, a track that you have pretty good experience at, hoping for a larger field for Motegi. Anything about Motegi? Were you in that big race in Lionheart that had the big 5 wide incidents?
I think that was a year before my time, but I've been in those situations at Motegi because those races are insane, and I love that track, so I'm excited for it.
Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone who want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, Graphics, Esports, Madworks, all our guys for supporting us, and of course, for Rigney for putting on this league, and for you guys for putting on the broadcast and for doing the amazing commentary.
Oh, we try. We certainly try. Well, good to have you here. Congratulations on the podium and back to being the points leader with going into round 6 here next going round 7 now. This is round 6 as we're in the second half of the season. So maybe start thinking about a championship, but still a big points battle at the top. So I doubt you are. We will see you at Motegi.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And then let's bring up Syrah, and here is Dave, and getting the win, top step. And we were talking during the broadcast because we know a lot of the drivers here in this series are kind of ex-Lionheart from the Lionheart retro days. And we brought your stats up from the Lionheart Retro days over on Sim Racer Hub, and you had 57 starts over there in Lionheart in the Retro Series, 30 top fives, which is a pretty impressive 53% of all your starts. You ended up in the top five, and 81% of your starts you ended up in the top 10, but never got a win. Do you remember your last win, if ever, in one of these cars before today?
Yep, it was last week in a small league here in Quebec. We are racing the Lotus 79 on Thursday nights, and it's a lot of fun, but it's not as competitive as here and as it was in the Lionheart.
Did any of that experience possibly help you with today? Because it looked pretty comfortable for you up front today. Pretty much almost led every single lap with the exception of when you came to pit road. But other than that, this was kind of your race from the start. Started from the pole, got the win. I'm not even sure who had the purple. Lewis, who had the purple lap? Was it did Dave get it
Rodriguez.
back? Rodriguez got it there towards the end. So no purple lap, but I mean half of the Grand Slam. You got to feel pretty good. You led 43 of 44, or it would have been 44 laps. So I mean, you got to feel pretty good about the performance.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I was a bit worried with fuel consumption because usually I have a very bad fuel consumption, and David is much better than me at this. So I was afraid to have to pit twice, but finally I got to the middle of the race. So yeah, I'm very happy, but it was not easy. This track is so demanding on concentration and being focused all the time, and you're always on the limit, and a small mistake can be very costly here. So and David behind me did a great job to keep pressure all race long. So very, very happy with this win.
Congratulations on the win. Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone who would like to say hi to before we let you go?
Hi to Alex, my teammate who finished fourth. I'm very happy for him, and we are keep pushing.
That's right. Keep pushing, and we do have the updated points here. We'll give everyone here once more the standings. Rodriguez has the lead over 8 points over Callisto. Mark Cohn is in third. Alex is fourth, and you're right behind Alex, only 8 points behind him. So still plenty of time to make a run at this championship, especially if the top five continue to make the lineup. Everyone's going to contend for this thing right down the line. So best of luck for the remainder of the season. We'll see you in a week when we go to Motegi.
Thank you. Thanks to you for the broadcast. You're doing a great job. See you next time.
We try. Thanks a lot, Dave. All right, Lewis, that's it for today. Just bring up, let's take off the results here. We'll put up the winner's name, and we'll go to the graphic for the schedule because after today, we only have one more road course at Road America. Only 3 road courses out of the 10 races this season, but Twin Ring Motegi, these cars race very well at. We've seen before, pretty exciting. We know these cars are going to probably race pretty well at Iowa, and then who knows what could possibly happen when we get to Auto Club. But still, I would definitely say 2 competitive ovals left, and one, everybody has a shot there at the end at Auto Club, and 1 road course. So no one has really pulled away yet in this championship, but a new winner to add to the list for this season.
Yeah, not much. We have to add for the race. Really, I can tell you, David Serra leads 43 laps, and Guillaume lead 1 because Serra came to the pit, and that's it to that. So Rodriguez finished on second with 4 seconds, and then he came in with 20, 30, 40, 50, 52. Callisto 1 minute and 15 behind Dan Moreno. So it's really dominant for the Canadian in Quebec racing in there, David Serra. So like I said, Motegi is gonna be more excited, more people for sure. I hope it's gonna be more people over the 20. Over the 20 is gonna be really nice because at that time in the Lionheart we have over the 20 something, 27, 28 or 29.
Yeah.
And in the first 10 laps or 15, we have a really excited racing with the passing 5 wides, 4 wides. And then the pit stop is put everyone spray in the track. So it's making different stuff with about the stop and then the exit also too. So it's going to be a good race and next week in Motegi. So see you in a week. See you tomorrow in Indianapolis for the fixed series. Let's see if we have a big field. Maybe I'm going to point to for over the 5K, 5.2K, maybe something like that.
All right. So I think that's going to be it for tonight. We'll give everyone back the remainder of their Monday here. Here we go. That's it for tonight. Once again, your podium here from Laguna Seca. David Sarra gets the win. He said he won earlier in the week in a kind of a smaller league. So I think that experience might have helped him. But in terms of kind of in the Lionheart lineage, which Onyx kind of dips into a little bit, this is his first career win here, Onyx Lionheart related, so good on him. David Rodriguez comes home second and goes to the points lead. Michael Goodman, just a regular that we see on the podium, whether in the trucks, Xfinities, IndyCar. He just kind of shows up. He's an all-around great driver, and he comes home on the bottom step. That is your podium today. Join P1 and Onyx again next week as the series heads to Motegi. Coverage begins around 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's 9:05 p.m. Eastern. Remember, as always, for the correct broadcast time in your area, you can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com/@P1 Broadcasting. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game is not easy, so please help support P1 with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of P1's other iRacing programming, including tomorrow night. It's our iRacing open wheel. It's so much, it's like a tongue twister. It's our iRacing open wheel oval series doubleheader. Coverage starts at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time with the iRacing IndyCar Oval Series. And then following that, then is the iRacing Indy Next Oval Series at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. If you like open wheel oval racing, and we kind of hope you do, then make P1 your home on Tuesday nights. Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 Series is brought to you by 4D Racewear. Check out their line of made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on their link in today's description. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook. You can follow them on X and Instagram. All the links you need are in the description. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at P1 and 4D Racewear and Onyx, I'm Gary Gatto saying all good night. And thanks for watching, and all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders. Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Once again, catch us once again right here next week at Motegi for the next race of the Onyx Racing League's Lotus 79 Series. Good night, everybody. And stay tuned for Indy Next. Right after this, there should be some racing left over there.